Hi everyone, it's Lisa with InkandInspirations.com. Thank you for joining me today. In this video, I'm going to be making a slider card with this new bundle, Shooting Star and the Sliding Star Framelits. That's in the new Stampin' Up! Catalog, as well as the Thoughtful Banners bundle with this great banner punch and two of these images from this Thoughtful Banner set. So I'm going to apologize in advance for the lengthy video, but it takes a little while to put this together, but I felt it important to show you pretty much the step-by-step. So let's get started. We're going to use, for this project, a Delightful Dijon base cut at 5.5 by 8.5 and folded and scored at 4 1/4. I have a piece of Dijon scrap that I'm going to use to punch an image. I have a piece of the Dapper Denim that's cut at 5 1/4 by 4. A piece of our thick Whisper White scrap. I'm going to use that to cut the star, the shooting star out. Another piece of Whisper White, but this is our regular Whisper White, and I'm going to be stamping and punching on that. And then a piece of our Moroccan Designer Series paper cut at 1 3/4 inches wide by 5 1/4 inch across. Okay, to start with, I'm going to do some stamping. First, I'm going to do the shooting star, and I'm going to use the Dapper Denim. And since I'm going to be adding some color to this, I'm going to clear emboss. And with our inks, our classic inks, if you are ready with your clear embossing powder, as soon as you stamp, and while the ink is still wet, the embossing powder will stick, and then you can use your heat tool and heat it up. And that just sets that ink really well for if you are going to do some coloring, which I'm going to be doing a little bit with Wink of Stella and a Dijon marker. So now I'm going to preheat my heating tool over here on the side and heat it up so that the embossing powder melts. Okay, I see that melting and getting a little shiny. And then I'm going to take a Dijon marker, my Delightful Dijon marker, and color these little stars here, just like this. And with that ink embossed with these larger spaces, it won't run that make that Dapper Denim ink run. Okay, so now I'm taking my gold Wink of Stella, and I'm going to paint and color the big star. And I think this gold, I love the sparkly, and it also matches the Dijon. So I'm just going to carefully do that. Then I'm going to take my clear Wink of Stella and color the little trails here just to make them sparkly. Squeeze a little bit, bring some of that sparkle down. And then we're going to let it sit for a minute and let it dry. Now, I'm going to take my Dapper Denim and my Big Shot. I'm going to try to move this where you can see it. And I'm going to get this little curved framelit here, and while I'm at it, I'm going to take out my shooting star and place that aside. And then this is going to be on our card base like this one. Okay, here's the original card I made, super cute. And so we want that to be like a smiley face toward the top, okay? So I'm just going to put that, let's see if I can get that where you can see it, center that toward the top, but yet I want to leave enough room for the tail of the shooting star to roll around on the top. So I think that will be good right there. So get another cutting plate and roll it through. Okay, there it is. And now I'm going to take my shooting star, since I have the big shot out, and the shape for that, and run that through as well. And then we'll be through with our die cutting and can proceed with the card. Okay, trying not to lose all these little pieces. Sorry for that. Getting it out of the way. Okay, so now we have this, and I am going to take these two little stars. I mounted them on the same block. Those are from the shooting star set, and I'm going to do like a background on this piece, just tone on tone with the Dapper Denim. And I'm just going to vary my stamping and try not to get too much ink like that. I usually try to trim my stamps, but I haven't. I just got these and I couldn't wait to start playing with them. So, okay, I just kind of missed that, didn't I? But I'm gonna go over it. Just gently tap. And I don't have to do all the way to the bottom because that's going to be covered. With some designer paper. Okay, that's good. I'm not real happy with that, but it's going to be okay. I'm gonna, you know what? Let's do it again. Good thing for the back side of the paper. Let's see if I can keep from doing it this time. So far, so good. Seems like the quicker I go, the better it is. Instead of being too careful, right? Okay, that works, yes. Okay, now I think I can put this up. No, while it's out, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment. This is not the Thick Whisper White. The Thick Whisper White I use to color my shooting star. Okay, this is our regular Whisper White, and I'm going to take Dapper Denim and just stamp that there. And then I have The Sky's the Limit, and I'm hoping I can get that centered where I like it. Pretty good. Okay, and then I can take that new punch we have, slide that in, and punch. And I'm going to set that aside. Then I'm going to get this other banner piece and stamp it in Dijon. And I think I should have used a different banner for that one, but I'm gonna go with this. We'll make it work instead of me redoing. How about that? You know, it's funny, but really, no two cards are ever exactly alike. Do you find that? I mean, it's like you can try to make them exactly alike, but, and especially the ones that are more involved, they always come out different. But to me, that's the beauty of it. they're originals. So I think I'll just do that like that and it'll be fine. Okay, so next I'm going to get my card base and my little framelit here, and we're just I'm gonna show you how it's going to assemble together. Now I can go ahead and put this on here, and like that I don't have all these pieces floating around on my desk, just begging to get lost. This is that Moroccan Designer Series paper. I've used it and used it. I promise I'll start using other papers soon, but I love this one. And then I have a piece of the, let's see, what's this called? The natural trim in gold. See that gold metallic going through there? I cut this about 16 inches long. I never know if I'm going to want to tie a bow or just a knot. On the other one I did a knot, and I like that because it's not too busy, not too feminine, and this makes it, you know, can go either way. So for guys or gals. Okay, and there we go. Okay, now let's take this and I'm going to layer it like that and put that right there. So let me go ahead and do that. And I should have used a smaller punch that didn't have the little banner ends, but I'm going to make this work, okay? And then that's going to go there. I think I'm going to use dimensionals behind it. And we're getting ready to get to the fun part. Not that this isn't fun, right? But we've got some spinners to make. And then I have some of these enamel shapes in the new in color, so I'm going to take one of these stars and put it right there. Okay, so that part of our card is finished. Now we have to make the little spinner. So the Stampin' Up video recommends that you use washers. I don't have any, so I'm using pennies. And also recommended is to use Stampin' Dimensionals, and you know, these are shaped like little hexagons. And what I did is I just took my scissors and cut those little sharp points off. Not a perfect circle by any means, but that's what will help it roll a little easier. So you're going to put a dimensional in the middle there, and then stack Oave on top of this, like that, okay? And then we'll take the little shooting star and another dimensional, like that. And I'm going to try to really cover the penny. The pennies are a little large for some of the images, so you got to place it just so, and I think that's going to be good. Okay, so then you have your piece with your little smiley face, and you're just going to pop the washers or the coins, whatever you have, in there. And oh, that is so fun. Now, who would not just be so excited to get a card with that? I would. Okay, so now we have another new product that enables us to do all this fun stuff, and I can't wait to try shaker cards too. And these are these foam adhesive strips. They come in these long strips, and I cut them in half to use them on this card base here. So that is just an extra piece from the side right there. I'm going to put it back. All right, so when you're placing these on, you don't want to get too close to the slider. Okay, so I'm going to put one about right there, and then I cut this next row in half so I could just pull this up, and I'm going to put one along the top, out of the way up here. And it is so fun to play with new product. Just super excited. Okay, pull this off. And I'm going to put this one down here. Then make sure I've got my card opening the right way. And then I'm going to put this right in the center where we have a border around the edge. And then you have an oh so cute little slider card, and I can't wait to try another one. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I see I've got my little strip a little too high to the top, so be careful with that. This is just the second one I've made, so kind of learning by doing. But I hope that inspires you to give that a try. If you don't have this, get it. You don't have to use just these images here, although they're precious. But you can use anything small enough that you can put that will fit perfect. So you probably have stamp sets that will work. So I hope you enjoyed that. Again, I'm Lisa Brown with InkandInspirations.com. Thank you so much for joining me. Be sure and visit my website for more ideas, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye. There we go. Now it's spinning.